Hey folks, Boxcar Donnie here.
In 2013, Boxcar Donnie walked down those steps and into hearts across America. From his humble beginnings as a public access television host to a music career spanning from folk music to his most recent venture in hip-hop, an activist and role model, this is Behind the Artist, Boxcar Donnie.
Donnie got into trains by accident, really. We were at home, making a movie in my basement. He hated my movies, but he knew how much it meant to me, so he participated. Anyway, I promised Donnie when we finished we'd go get some ice cream, but when we got there, the parlor was closed for remodeling. So we went across the street to Leon's hobby shop, and that's where Donnie got his first train set.
That train set would spark a passion that would continue to grow well into his adulthood. In 2013, Donnie mapped out a plan for what he envisioned would be the one thing that would bring the joy of trains and model railroads to the masses, a television show.
I remember when Donnie first came into the station with his pitch. He had all these ideas about model trains and how he was going to interact with the viewers. I thought it sounded like a nice program with a very good moral and very informative. So we gave him a shot.
With a contract for a show, Donnie set out to find a crew to help bring his dream to life. He would find that crew in a regular at his local hobby store.
I met Donnie at Leon's hobby store. I'm into airplanes and he's into trains. So we didn't see each other much because we were on opposite sides of the store, but we knew who each other were. Well, one day I overheard Donnie talking to Leon about a TV show that he wanted to do. Donnie was so cool and I was nervous talking to him, but I finally took a chance, and that's how I became the cameraman for the Boxcar Donnie show.
With a cameraman on board, Donnie was ready to begin production.
He found a cameraman and filmed his first episode. It didn't turn out the way he hoped. He had a little problem with some cats and his train set. It was on a deadline, so he put together what he could and sent it in. 2 weeks later it aired and people loved it. It was a huge success.
But the problems he had with his cats during that first episode would put a halt to the show, sending Donnie on another mission to get an important message to the public.
The cats really did something to Donnie. After his cats destroyed his train set during the first episode, he made it his mission to spread the word of feline destruction through his No Cats in the Train Room campaign. It was moderately successful. There were a few friendly protests around the Midwest, I think, but it was still something he strongly stands behind to this day.
When Donnie returned home after the No Cats in the Train Room campaign tour, he had received a message from someone who would take his career in a totally different direction.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard of Boxcar Donnie. I just came home from work and my 6-year-old daughter was playing in the living room with the Tommy Trains and she was screaming, "No cats in the train room, Ma, no cats in the train room, Ma." And I'm thinking, where's this crazy kid getting this stuff from? So she told me about Boxcar Donnie and I looked him up. I watched the first episode, instantly fell in love, and I thought, this guy seems like the kind of person that people need to know about. He's got a story that needs to be told, and what better way to tell a story than through music, right? Right. At the time, my record company wasn't doing too good financially, to be honest with you. So I took a chance, I called Donnie up and I put him on a plane. I flew him to LA and I got him in the studio.
Chaz and Donnie wrote and recorded Come in My Boxcar, an acoustic tale about Donnie's life. It was released in January 2014 and was an instant success.
We didn't really have any ideas going into the studio about what we were going to write, what we were going to record. Didn't really have any ideas, just a blank slate. We thought that'd be the best way to do it. Just kind of let him do his thing, and then it happened. Come in My Boxcar, and it was a hit. It was a huge hit. I was so excited when Donnie asked me to be in his music video. It was like a dream come. Not now, Bruce. I'm doing an interview for a TV show about Donnie. I'll call you back. I'm sorry, where were we?
6 months later, Chaz and Donnie would find similar success with their next hit song, Nothing But a Train Thing, a hip-hop number that touched on the same emotions captured in their first song.
after the success of Come in My Boxcar, I thought, why stop here? Let's write another hit song. So I got Donnie off of his No Cats in the Train Room campaign tours. I think he was out in the Midwest somewhere, and nothing but a train thing. Who knew? Huge success. Again, just phenomenal the way the public took it. Couldn't have been happier.
Boxcar Donnie wears many hats besides his engineer's hat. But what does the future hold for him?
What does the future hold for Boxcar Donnie? I don't know, but you can bet whatever it is, I'm gonna be there to catch it on camera. Boxcar Donnie is my hero.
I don't know where fame will take Donnie next. I hear he may be working on another episode, so maybe we'll see him soon.
What does the future hold for Boxcar Donnie? I don't know. I'm no fortune teller. I do hope he ends up back in my studio again soon. There ain't no telling with that boy. Whatever it is, I hope I'm lucky enough to be a part of it.
From his humble beginnings as a public access television host, to a music career spanning from folk music to his most recent venture in hip-hop, an activist and role model, this has been Behind the Artist, Boxcar Donnie.
Well, I am the #1 bowler. I've even got a big blue ball. You want to see it?